Hi everyone, I'm Kennedy Beckley. I'm a communications major and I'm also minoring in animal biology. For this video project, I chose to stick with the same music video I used earlier in the semester, My Mind in Me by Selena Gomez. It was released in 2022 and it's not just a song, it has a deeper meaning that opens a window into what she's been dealing with mentally and emotionally over the years. The reason I picked this video is because it still connects strongly to Global Goal 16, which is all about promoting peace, justice, and stronger institutions. That goal isn't just about governments or courts, it's also about safe environments for everyone. And part of that means acknowledging the importance of mental health. If we're not taking care of people mentally, then we're not truly supporting peace or justice on a personal level as either. The first word I chose was ambiguous language, which means when something someone says can be taken in more than one way, kind of like it's unclear, vague, or open to different interpretations. On page 95, the book gives an example where someone says, "I'll be there soon," but what does soon mean? 5 minutes, an hour, it's unclear and depends on who's saying it and how we're hearing it. That's what makes this ambiguous, the lack of one clear meaning. In My Mind in Me, right around 57 seconds to a minute and 10 seconds, Selena sings, "My mind and me, we don't get along sometimes." That's such a strong lyric, but it also leaves a very vague sense. What exactly does she mean by we don't get along? Is she talking about her depression? Is she talking about something deeper? We don't truly know. And that's what makes this line ambiguous. But it works out because that kind of language lets the listener connect it to their own experience. Whether you're going through something small mentally or big, you can hear the lyric and feel like, yeah, I'm going through something like that too, or I've been there. So even though it's vague, it's powerful and reflects how hard it can be to put mental health into a certain box or an exact word. The second word I chose was criticism. Criticism is when someone attacks your character instead of focusing on something you did. It's more personal and just giving feedback. It's kind of an attack on your character. On page 102, the book compares two different responses. One person says, "You never help with the chores," which is kind of just a small complaint. But the other person then says, "You're so lazy," which this crosses into that line of criticism because it's not just about what you did, it's treading onto who you are as a person. In Selena's video, at 2 minutes and 3 seconds to 2 minutes and 18 seconds, you can hear her say, "You're not good enough, you're not strong enough." This part really hit me. It's her own voice saying those words to herself, and it's brutal. That's not just feedback, that's self-criticism. She's attacking her own character, and it shows how deep and painful that inner voice really can be. It also reminds us that criticism doesn't always come from other people. Sometimes the harshest words we hear come from our own selves and inside of our heads. And that's why videos like this matter, because we can call attention onto the way mental health affects our view of our self-worth and who we are, and how important it is to have these institutions to offer real support and healing for self-acceptance, because these words nagging at you can really take a toll. The third and final word I've chosen is nonverbal communication. Is something which means is everything we express just without using words, like our facial expressions, body posture, gestures, tone of voice, and even just silence. On page 121, the textbook talks about how nonverbal cues like slouching, not making eye contact can send a message to someone about how someone is feeling. You don't have to say, "I'm upset," for someone to see it. You could clearly just be quieter, not make eye contact, kind of just have your arms crossed, a sulky face, and someone can easily tell that you're not okay. In the video, at 1 minute and 32 seconds to 1 minute and 150 seconds, there's a powerful moment in the video where Selena's just sitting alone, curled up on the floor with her arms wrapped tightly around herself. There's no lyrics in that moment. No words at all. But you can still feel everything she's going through. Her posture, her expression, and the quiet atmosphere say way more than the lyrics can. This kind of nonverbal moment reminds us what we really need to pay attention to in people. Sometimes the signs that someone's hurt aren't spoken out loud. Words videos like this help teach emotional awareness, and that's a key part of creating a more supportive, peaceful world. One where people's feelings are recognized even when they don't have to say anything. Doing this assignment helped me realize how powerful communication is, even if it's subtle or hard to understand. I was surprised at how much ambiguous language, nonverbal communication actually work together in this video to show what Selena's going through emotionally and mentally. And honestly, it made me think about how often I use vague words or keep things to myself because I don't want to seem too much or too emotional. If I ever created a message to support Global Goal 16, I would focus on making people feel seen, especially those who are struggling silently, because sometimes it is so hard for them to reach out. And they want to, but they just feel like they cannot. I think communication strategies like nonverbal visuals and vulnerable lyrics can help normalize things like therapy or going just to ask for help. Just to ask for help in how you're feeling. That's how real peace and support starts, not just in big institutions, but in everyday moments and conversations.